Hey, what's up, Neil and Brett? I'm Steve-O. I'm in Anaheim, California at the Honda Center. Then about to watch my Anaheim Ducks play against the San Jose Sharks. You're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. The Anaheim Ducks, a team that has played a lot of hockey in the past couple of years, and last year was no exception. They made it to the playoffs and had a little postseason. I was gonna say they didn't really have a postseason. let's be real. They had a pretty poor postseason. I wouldn't even call it playoff hockey. It was bad.
They ran into destiny on the wrong end of it. It was remarkable.
We had Anaheim facing San Jose, and San Jose, they look good, but Anaheim, like they're so strong in the playoffs, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it, but it happened. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the season. This is the report card. I'm not gonna give a grade. I never really do in this last couple. If you want to give a grade down in the comment section, you go for it. That's kind of the point. Let me know how you think that they did, or what grade they deserve. So we're going to compare 2016, 2017 to 2017, 2018 numbers, the main statistics, and then we're going to go down through a couple of things that I have written down.
All right.
So 16, 17 points, 105. This year, or 17, 18, 101. So decrease, get 101 points. And it's a decrease. You still have to feel pretty good about yourself.
You're feeling pretty good. That's just two regulation wins in the difference.
Exactly.
Pretty equitable year to year.
Goals for, before 220, this year 231, improvement.
Not bad.
Goals against 197 the previous year, which is really good. This year 209, still pretty good. Power play percentage before is 18.7. This year 17.8. Not great.
Not great. No.
Penalty kill before 84.7.
That was a really good number.
This year 83.2.
That's not a bad number anyway.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad.
It's pretty
Face-offs before 54.7. One of the best face-off teams the previous year. Down to 51.3.
That's a substantial decrease.
It is a substantial difference, but they're still one of the best face-off teams in the league. I think fourth best, actually.
Very good.
So it's a team that saw a lot of decreases in categories from the past 2 years, from the previous year to this year, but still the numbers are pretty good.
Okay.
If it wasn't for that crazy postseason sweep, you could say you feel pretty good about the team moving forward. That series alone, I think, put a little bit of worry in some people, mainly because guys are getting older on Anaheim.
There.
So, and we'll discuss that a little bit here. So, first thing I have is Anaheim has played a lot of hockey in the past 5 or 6 years. They have deep playoff runs. Like the year before that, they went to the conference finals, and I think the year before that, they went to the conference finals, and the year before that, they went to the second round or whatever. They played a lot of hockey. That's what I'm getting at. And they always start slow. When the next season starts, they always start slow. They're never at the top of the division. Usually about 20%, 25%, that's when the afterburners kick in, and they really start to climb the ranks. This has happened in the past 3 years. So next season, I would predict that Anaheim would follow the same trend. They're not going to start fast. They're going to start slow. But don't panic. They'll catch up if history tells us anything. The stars on the team struggled. Getzlaf, Perry, both injured at times during the season.
Yeah.
They're both getting older.
They are.
It's unavoidable. Every player goes through an injury in their career. I don't know any player that went through their entire career without suffering an injury of some kind. So it's not uncommon. It's just more noticeable now because they are and have been the stars on the team forever. And when they're not there, it's noticeable.
And you get to a certain age, it takes longer to bounce back from those types of injuries.
Yes, exactly.
So it's more noticeable. Yeah.
Ricard Raquel, if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know how high I am on him.
Fanboy.
I think he is literally the most underrated player in the entire league. He doesn't get enough credit. He's an amazing goal scorer. His support is awesome to his line mates. He's always joking and laughing and having a good time and talking about what they can change. If you have any moments next year to see an Anaheim game, do it and watch Ricard Raquel on the bench talking to his guys. Sometimes he's joking around, having a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're discussing strategy, and you'll see that with a lot of guys and stuff too. But when he can go from like funny to serious. Let's get this done pretty quick on the bench. So I like to see that.
Cool.
One of the best penalty kills and one of the worst power plays. That's an unusual thing. Most teams either really focus on special teams or kind of just get by on special teams coaching. And to have a team that has a really good penalty kill and a really terrible power play is kind of strange, because they should have the right people in place to coach that power play, as good as people to coach the penalty kill. So disappointing there, I think. Kasha, however you want to pronounce it, had 38 points in 66 games. The future is bright for this kid. He's only 22. He's got a ton of talent. If you've seen him on the ice, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And get this, 40 different players played at least one game for Anaheim this year.
Wow.
That's a lot of turnaround.
That is.
And not just like, oh my God, that's a lot of players. That's a lot of weight to put on the shoulders of the staff. Like, that's a lot of decisions being made at a coaching level, at a staff level. Who do we call up? Oh my, he's injured. Who are we going to move up to this line? Like, that stuff wears on you.
That's
right?
two teams worth of players.
Yeah,
really.
and people don't realize that. Like, that's a lot of decisions behind the game itself that have to be made to ice a team, to ice a lineup, and that does wear on you. So keep that in mind, that this team saw a lot of turnaround this year, and it should be noted. And hopefully, I mean, there's no reason that 40 different humans should play on a team during a year. So hopefully they have a little less injury issues this year. Goaltending was consistent, and with Miller as their backup, he was one of the best backups in the league, extremely consistent. I love the Anaheim goaltending tandem. You got Gibson and Miller, both confident, great friends apparently. I haven't seen them interviewed or anything, but anything that I've read online, apparently they're pretty good friends. So that's
very important.
That helps a lot. Yeah. We saw that in Dallas for a couple of years with Niemi and Lettinen. They're both Finnish, I believe. I'm pretty sure they were good friends from what I hear. And the last thing I have, nobody predicted the tough sweep against San Jose. It's like, I mean, I predict Anaheim to win the Stanley Cup in my playoff thing, playoff predictions. But they didn't even make it out of the first round. They didn't even win a game. No one predicted that. No one predicted San Jose to sweep Anaheim. Number one, Anaheim looked pretty good going into the playoffs. Number two, they're division rivals. Number three, they're in the same state. They're not far away from each other. This rivalry has been going on forever. No sweeps are allowed.
And weren't they only a point apart in the standings or something?
Oh, it was very insignificant. Yeah. I think the point differential was maybe 3. Yeah, so that's tough. So, anyways, that's all I have to say for Anaheim. I really do wish them a better season as far as injuries. I'm not a huge fan of Anaheim. I don't hate them, and I don't like them. They're kind of in the middle for me. I really like San Jose, so it's tough for me to cheer hard for another California team. But if I had to pick my order of my California teams, San Jose, Anaheim, and LA would be like way down there. So.
The surface of the table.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments how you think Anaheim's going to do in the season to come. 101 points. That's something to strive for, but you don't want to drop any lower than that. You're in the territory of
you're in the danger zone.
Yeah,
you get down in the 90s, you have to play pretty tough right to the very last game in the season. So.
Exactly, yeah. Yep. So if you're not subscribed, hope you can subscribe and join us here. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.